Yo, what's up guys, it's Bato here, and today I got a story for you guys. I actually have a really scary story to tell you guys that I've heard from my uncle 2 nights ago, I believe. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really have trouble sleeping actually, but I kind of I'm really scared with the poltergeist kind of thing and ghosts and all that. So I'm not gonna lie, if you guys aren't into the poltergeist and all that stuff, then honestly you guys should probably just click away. This is a true story and it happened here in Arizona. So if you guys do live in Arizona, you guys do know, or maybe don't know, that there is a place, I don't know where, I want to say it's outside of Tucson, and it is called, I want to say it's called Dark Valley. Basically the Dark Valley back in the 1970s was used to be called the Route 666, and back in the 1970s there'd be devil worshippers, and they would go and then, you know, they'd worship the devil, and then a chaos happened and there was a fire and a bunch of people died. So basically the Dark Valley is haunted, like really bad. And there's a myth going around saying that, or not a myth, it's true already, because you know it happened. You're not supposed to drive in the nighttime. You can drive through it in the daytime, but you can't drive through it during the nighttime. And sorry if I do bad this game, because I'm focused on telling the story. So I mean, I'm gonna be so focused on telling the story that I'm not even gonna be focusing on the game, you know. Now basically, if you guys live in Arizona, like I said, you do know that there's a place called Dark Valley. Now I'm gonna be starting the story. If you guys do not want to hear this story, click away now. It is a ghost story and it is based on a true story. So if you're not into that stuff, click away now. If you guys thought, you guys are in for a treat. So basically what happened is that my uncle's friend told him this story, and it's a true story. Like, his friend is, like, you know, so honest, you know, he's always, you know, straightforward, he tells the truth. But what it was basically, so basically what it was is that my uncle's friend's parents are his grandparents. I don't remember if it was parents or grandparents, but I'm gonna call Mr. S because I don't want to say their name, but it's Mr. and Mrs. S. They were driving down at about 10 o'clock, I believe, down the street, and they had two options to go. They can go towards the right or they can go towards the left. Now basically, let me rewind this video a little bit. My uncle's friend was drunk one time and he was driving. He had an option to go through the two paths. The first path had the 2 police stations, so basically his chance of getting pulled over and him getting a DUI, etc. And then, so obviously he took the Dark Valley trail. As he was driving, he saw headlights come towards his truck really close, and then out of nowhere they stopped. They disappeared. No more lights. So it looked like a car was coming at him, then totally just, you know, went away. Then he is driving for a little bit longer and notices a little chill down his spine. He turns around and there's a guy chilling in his truck, like ghost, like he doesn't know who he was or anything about that, but straight up just a guy just chilling in his truck, like, what it do? So obviously, you know, you're like, fuck that. So, you know, he obviously pulled over and, you know, etc. But leading on to the future story of his parents, they went to Dark Valley. I honestly don't remember the reason on why they went to Dark Valley, but I think it was like their only option or something like that. I don't even remember. But they did go to Dark Valley. So what they did is that they did go through Dark Valley. They went through Dark Valley. I keep calling it Darth Valley, like Darth Vader. But they went through Dark Valley. I'm going to call it DV, guys. I'm going to shorten it. They went down DV, and their car was going, and just out of nowhere, the lights turn off. You know, like the MPH and all that stuff, your gas, the lights, everything just turns off. Their car shuts off. Obviously, they pull over to the side because, you know, that's not safe, and the car is slowing down. They can't just stop right there in the middle of the trail. So they pull over to the side, and they see a car, some lights coming to them, and it's like a tow truck kind of thing, you know, like it's a worker, but he doesn't have a tow truck. So he knocks on their window and says, "Mr. and Mrs. S, are you guys in trouble? Do you guys need help?" And, you know, it's a small town in Arizona where the Dark Valley is a really small town. I don't know the name of the town, but it's a small town. Everyone knows each other, you know. So he goes, "Mr. and Mrs. S, are you guys okay? Do you guys need an assistant?" And he goes, "No, the car just, or yeah, yes please, the car just turned off on its own. We don't know what happened. Car stops, it just shut down." And the guy goes, "Okay, well, I'm going to be coming and I'm going to go and get a tow truck for you guys. I will get help. I'll be back in about 20 minutes, so just wait right here and I'll be back in 20 minutes. So after about 20 minutes, I believe he said, some more headlights show, and it's another van. It's not like the same guy, it's a different van. It pulls up to them, and it walks up to their car. He knocks on the window glass, and he goes, "Are you guys having trouble?" And he goes, "Yes, we're having trouble, but we already have help on the way." And he goes, "No, you don't have help on the way." And they're like, "Yeah, someone came by and he says there's gonna be help on the way. He's getting help." And he goes, "No, you're not gonna have help. There's no help coming for you." And they're like, "Yes, we promise. There is help coming. He said he was coming back in 20 minutes." The guy that was outside of the car reaches for a bag on the side of his, I guess he was holding a bag, and he reaches into the bag and pulls out the head of the tow truck driver that said he was gonna go get them help. It's his head, like he's, you know, dead, pulled out his head. And obviously, you know, the Mr. and Mrs. S are tripping out, you know, they're going crazy and they're scared for their lives. And the man reaches for their car door and tries to open it, but the doors are locked. He's opening it, you can hear it, he's scratching the glass, he's pounding on it, he's trying to open it. And they're like, you know, they're very religious, so Mrs. S grabs Mr. S's head and they bow down and they start praying. They start, you know, praying to God that everything's okay, all that. And I don't know, I guess maybe it was help or something. And their car's shaking, the guy's trying to get in, then out of nowhere it just stops. It's gone. There's no one there. They look up, they don't look up, they're still down, but he's gone. And they know he's gone because he's not shaking on their car anymore. So after a while, another car pulls up, and it's a sheriff car. It's a sheriff van. And the sheriff van pulls up, and he knocks on their window glass, and he goes, "Mr. and Mrs. S, are you guys, you know, okay?" And they didn't tell him about the guy with the head, you know, they just said, "No, our car broke down, you know, we don't know what to do, we've been waiting for help." And then he goes, "Okay, I'll help you guys." So he turns on the lights, he turns on his lights, and he kind of guides them through the valley. That way they get to the other side where it's safe, you know. And once they get to the side where it's safe, basically they're out alive. It was just haunted. And the next day, on Sunday, you know, it's just a normal day. Mrs. S is cooking, she's making cookies, all that stuff. And then she goes down to the police station to go talk to the officer that helped him get out of that valley. And she goes, and she brings the plate of cookies, and she goes, "I just want to say thank you for helping us get out of that situation last night at Dark Valley." And the guy, and the police officer, it's the same police officer, you know, and he goes, Mrs. S, I've been on vacation for a week." Yeah, vacation. And she says, "No, you helped us last night get out of Dark Valley. You helped us. You had your lights." And he goes, "Mrs. S, I've been on vacation for a week. This is my first day back." And she goes, "Really?" And he goes, "Yep." And that's, I thought that was probably like the trippiest thing ever. It's like a ghost movie, but it happens in real life. And like I said, I know I'm going to be doing terrible guys in the game because I'm focused on telling you guys the story, not focused on the game. But, so I thought that was crazy. And then there's some more to the parts of this story, is that my uncle's friend went driving down Dark Valley, him and some other friends. And I don't know why, to be totally honest. I really don't remember why. And when they were driving down, they had headlights behind them, you know, someone was going. And a deer walked by across the street, and they stopped, you know, it's a deer, they stop. The deer walks by, and then it's a horde of deers that walk by. A bunch of deers, they're walking by, they're waiting, and then they start driving. Then they're going, and they see another horde of deers, but instead they're coming towards the truck. They're just running at the truck. And basically, you know, you can't do that to a deer. So they swerved off the road and flipped their truck. They flipped. And basically what happened is that the people that were behind them pulled over and said, "Are you guys okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, there were deer in the street, and we lost control of the car because we didn't want to hit them, and we flipped." And they go, "There's no deer. What deer are you talking about?" And he's like, "There were deer running at us, and we were trying to swerve out of the way." And they go, "No, there's no deer at all. There's no deer." And they get up, and they go and look for tracks, because you know how you can see deer tracks in the dirt? There was no deer tracks. No tracks at all. So, basically, that's just some crazy stuff going down in Dark Valley. Dark Valley is probably like the most haunted place in Arizona, I believe, or someplace like that. And it's a street where devil worshippers were. But I know there's a lot more to the story that I'm missing out, but that's all I can remember right now. So, that I thought that was pretty crazy when he told me. I kind of got some goosebumps because I love hearing poltergeist stories, like stories about stuff like that, true stories. But you know, I end up getting scared and thinking about it when I'm taking a shit. Like, bro, my lights are gonna go out, doors locked, I'm gonna be stuck, I'm probably gonna get hit. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you because I upload gaming videos. I hope you guys enjoyed those stories. If you guys did, tell me that you liked them in the comments below, and I'll try finding out some more stories about me or something, and I'll start doing more stories and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get my computer to work with this camera, and I'm gonna probably try to do some Agario. I don't know. You guys like Agario, and you've been asking for Agario, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to get it to work. It's just it records, it just lags really bad. So I'm gonna try to get that to work. I'm gonna bring some Agario video to you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stories. If you guys did, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new, because I upload gaming videos. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and Bato out.
I know you seen parents trick kids with candy toys and Santa Claus. The same method is used to trap adults, but instead of candy, it's with money, religion, drugs, and alcohol. Mention that shit and this go arouse us all. I done seen niggas get into fights over cigarettes like a pack of dogs.